rocking with OxNxExZ, Hooded Bass Man, Joliet 815. We out here, Hooded Bass Man all day.
The world is in my hand and I keep my hand closed.
My city, we out there. Yeah, so it's long live Lil Joe through the whole flick. Everything he ain't get to live, everything he ain't get to see, he gon' see that shit through me, you feel me? I do this shit for a lot of people that's gone. My brother gone, I lost my brother Andrew, Michael Hurd. We was kids, long live Jovian, you feel me? I lost my cousin, Steve Jenkins, you feel me? I lost a lot of people out here. I lost plenty of people out here, and I'm gonna keep on holding it down for my city. You know what I mean? A lot of these blocks dead, a lot of these projects gone, you know what I mean? And if you ask me personally, Joliet never been, you know, too big, you know what I mean? Now we done grew, we a city, you know what I mean? But everything that we used to be is dead. So I call Joliet the dead city. I mean, you gotta evolve, you gotta step out there. Don't be scared to create, don't be scared to be yourself, don't be scared to be different, don't be scared of what people who are actually scared to be themselves are saying about you, because these people are scared to be themselves in real life. Right. So, you know, if you gotta question your morals and your characters, you gotta explain yourself on social media, you might just wanna question yourself and your own morals and principles. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I ain't gonna steer nobody wrong. I was steered wrong my whole life. People always talk about Joliet this, we hate that. Yeah, you fucking right. And they do the same shit everywhere else. What the fuck is y'all talking about?
Facts.
They do the same exact shit everywhere else. It's fake niggas everywhere, it's real niggas everywhere. Know me, this shit ain't gonna stop. Somebody gonna put this bitch out there though. That's what I know for sure. And if it's not me, it's gonna be somebody that I help get there. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. It's Stevie F, DQ, I don't give a fuck who it is, K-Biz, whoever. Somebody needs to put this motherfucker out.
Facts.
Boy 50. I'm my only fan, don't care to keep up most pages. Ain't too much for local shows. I got universal stages. Always thinking profound quotes that make me more courageous. All this madness in my life, I probably die not knowing insane is.
Yes, sir. Live from the 815. Still, it's official, man. Joliet, man. We out here, Illinois. We right here, Marycrest, Haynes, right down the street from Jefferson. Got McDonough over there. My old crib right here where I grew up. Me used to be busting over here. Dog at big parties. Mom used to be having it lit, cookouts, all that stuff. Big birthdays, you know, we ain't have much. You know, we have public assistance. Cornerstone had helped us get these houses up here. They helped us get all these houses up here. Yeah, that's where I grew up. Just steady up and down this street. We could actually just literally walk down the street to my other crib. You know what I mean? Literally, when we moved from that house right there, we moved down the street to this house.
Why y'all move?
Same thing with the public assistance. So we ended up leaving that crib and then getting this one down here. They just moved us to a different house. But we was thankful though, because we were in the same neighborhood, you know what I mean?
Facts.
And then my mom she was about to start losing that shit anyway, because she got married, you know what I mean? You can't be married and have that shit. You got a husband, they gonna be like, take care of that people and that motherfucking kids out the van. I remember I used to run. I was a fat ass kid when I moved over here. So like, after that summer I joined cross country. Used to be out here running all around the whole neighborhood. We had everybody running too. We used to post up, play basketball. Yeah, we moved from 303 Hames right over here to 210. I done got buzzed down on that corner so many times. I got buzzed down on that motherfucking corner so many times by the police. Yeah, this crib right here, you can post up, booth, play basketball. And then right down the street, I was 15, I ended up getting jumped. Same motherfucking year that my cousin got murdered, and I got my teeth broken at school. I went to a behavioral disorder school, and the staff there used to put their hands on kids, slam me on my face, broke my teeth. Me, that's how that happened. I don't give a fuck, I'm a thug. I've been thugging. I have veneers in my shit, all that shit. You know when I get that bad with that music, I'm for that.
Oh, bro.
Anyways, well, I'm for that. motherfuckers still say they love my smile and shit anyways, regardless, you know what I mean? It's just like a person. It's about what a person has to offer, not necessarily what they look like, you know what I mean?
Dreams not to me, it's another day. And anyone I ever had, my city broke it anyway. Every day's a different day, but yet it's still the same shit. I'm on the road to start, I'm hoping things are still to change yet. Yeah, that's really all that matters. Got the chance to make it happen, I'ma make that chance matter.
Yeah, we over here on the west side of this Chase, waiting to get to this ATM. To the bass, man, shit official. So y'all was two at one time.
Bro.
Break off my videographer over here, man. He need his bread. Get at my man Stevie F BME.
Yeah.
Get at my man Stevie F BME for them videos and them photos. Fam been doing this shit. He been whipping up videos and graphics. Too much. We're gonna do 3.
Man, you still been doing beats?
Hell yeah, I make beats, I record, engineer, write songs, all that. Promote, whatever you need me to do. Set up shows, we could get it like that too.
And how everybody can reach you?
HoodedMaskman.com. HoodedMaskman.com. Or Hooded Masked Man, spelled the same way, all social media platforms. Yeah, I was trying to take out too much. They only let me take a band out anyways. But after we get done shooting this, you know what I'm gonna do with this? I'm gonna put this shit right back where the fuck I just got it from. Or I'm gonna spend it.
Oh, bro.
You know what I mean? Gotta be flexing with all that money. And then what you gonna do? Buy like $1,000 pair of jeans, $1,000 shirt. That's the fuck I would. I like the music equipment that I have to buy and the plugins that I have to use cost too much money anyways.
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
That shit.
yeah, they cost to do this shit, man. So y'all are flexing now. Now we finna go to Marycrest. Now we finna flex real fast. Little band on it. Just to show y'all a nigga from out a little busted ass neighborhood gonna come up in this shit and get some money in this shit for real. Put this city on the map. Nobody ever believed in us. Nobody still believes in us. That's how we rockin'. You feel me? We don't need niggas. We solid. And that's what matters. As long as we don't give up in our pursuits and the shit that we pursuing in our dreams, you know what I mean? That's what matters the most. So don't ever give up in anything you're doing. I did 10 years in prison. And since I was 17 years old, you know, single mother household and shit like that, I never had money like this before. I was never able to go buy all new music equipment and shit like that. So, you know, I did do that now, and I do have all that stuff now. I have the means to make it happen, so most definitely am going to make it happen, whether people support me or not. I mean, I could care less. Because I know that there's a demand for my services. There's a demand for the things that I do, the entertainment I provide, the sounds, the feels, the emotions that come with it all, the business aspect more than anything, understanding contracts. You want to always know what you're getting yourself into. I mean, it's nice to take a little deal. If it's a major deal, go ahead, get you some experience and pay your dues in the industry. There's nothing wrong with that. But once you get out of that contract, make sure you're established, you learn the game, and then you put yourself up as if, you know what I mean? So always stay accurate, never sell out, stay true to where you come from. That's why I don't give a fuck about showing off a whole bunch of money or jewelry, Rick and Morty chain. I got Rick and Morty chains, shit like that. But it don't really mean nothing to me when all the people that's around me is fucked up. You know what I mean? That don't make no sense.
Fact.
Motherfuckers be looking goofy as hell. They be at the shows. It be one nigga fresh, everybody else so decent. But you can tell they really bummy. Like, you're not taking care of your mans. You're not taking care of your homies and them. You're not trying to teach them the information they need to be successful and get ahead either. And we need to do that more. We need to regulate that. Let that be something we regulate and make normalize in our society. You know what I mean? I just want to be acknowledged for my work. You know what I mean? And whether that's in regular life or, you know, music, you know, but more in regular life, you know what I mean? I made a lot of bad decisions in life, you know, and I know I'm a very good person, and I have no problem saying that I'm a very loving person, I'm a good person, I'm a kind person, you
know, I used to have a problem with saying shit like that, but I don't anymore.
We out here right in front of where I used to be posted at. I used to be over here. Right here I have my basketball hoop. John Jones and Josh Jones, I'm Chris, long live. I mean, John Jones, he had died right before I came home from the joint. So I spent a lot of time right here at this house and being over here. You know what I mean, next door neighbor and all. I remember the white guy, it was an old hippie guy. It was an old hippie guy that stayed next door. We used to smoke weed with him and he paint, you know what I mean? You want to walk down to the corner?
Sure, it's up to you.
I used to get into so many fights right here at this intersection. The kids would come from the other neighborhood right over there, Bellamont. They would come over and try to beat me up. Like, they would literally try to beat me up all the time. So, like, this is where I got older, because they used to beat me up all the time when I was like 12 and shit, like 13. But then when I got older, we started beating the fuck out of their ass. I remember my brother beat the fuck out of one of the niggas they sent over here, bro. Tall nigga. I was crying and shit because I got kicked out the crib already. And then now these niggas coming over to fuck with me, you feel me? And I was already crying and shit, so I didn't even feel like dealing with it. I rode up on my bike, come to find out my brother beat the fuck out of him. And one of the older guys that used to be over here, John Minnick, HB, he called him Driller. And that's how Driller got his name. A lot of niggas don't know that. You know what I mean? I remember motherfucking Bellamont kids was right here. They came around the corner, deep as hell, because they got tired of me fucking getting on their ass and shit. Start beating them. So they come around the corner, motherfucking, I'm in the crib. John Jones and them telling me like, oh, them kids coming out, they coming at you. They coming to get you and shit. Man, we heard that. Yeah, he went in the motherfucking closet in the front room. Got an axe handle out that bitch. Bates ended up dying. I lost his whole circle of friends due to heroin, unfortunately, back in 2008, 2007. You know, they all got wrapped up in that whole epidemic, and you know what I mean, unfortunately, you know, they couldn't get it back right, you know. So got drug problems, you know, or just any type of emotional, mental issue you're dealing with, you know, take care of it, get on top of it. You know, I dealt with a lot of that stuff myself. Not heroin, but I was addicted to X pills and stuff. Just I'm like a year and a half clean. I've stopped drinking and stuff like that seriously, and drinking big and stuff like that. So, you know, you just gotta, if you really want to be successful in life and you're tired of your circumstances, do something about it. Get off your ass. Quit sitting on social media all day. Quit trying to impress other people, man. This shit right here, I'm telling you, bro, it's nothing, bro. This shit is nothing, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Motherfuckers work fucking like slaves until they fucking die for this meaningless ass shit. They betray people that's supposed to be their family, their loved ones, all that shit for this. Nothing, you feel me? It really ain't shit. Shorty coming down the street right now, break him off. He don't even know it. He just minding his own business, but he in the right place at the right time, just like I am. You know what I mean? This is what we do. You know what I mean? He in the hood. We out here. My block. Right over there, that's Benedict Street. You know what I mean? First little bitch I pound, bro. Turned her ass out. She lived in that corner right there. She lived right in that corner.
You talking about Zoe?
Yes, I'm talking about Zoe. Bro, how you feeling?
Good. How about you, bro?
You come from hooping? I'm feeling good, man. Out here chilling, man. Come from hooping?
Yeah, I'm finna hoop at my own house.
How you been, bro? You need some bread? Yeah. Here you go. You go get that a huncho? Go for it, bro. Have a good day. On my bro. This shit ain't nothing, bro. That's what you do with that shit. You make a kid's day, you feel me?
Leo.
Leo? I don't care. You have a good day, though.
You
You
too.
feel me?
You too. Have a good day.
All right, for sure.
You feel me?
Stay hooping, man.
Leo, my homie. We out here.
It's real, too.
That's real money. That's not fake. We just got that from an ATM. It's not fake. Yeah, man. All right, let's get it, man. I just wanted to show y'all a couple little spots where I be at, man, over in my hood, man. Thugging. I always been like this. Like, I wish I was over here 11 years old, homeless, getting kicked out. Well, I ain't getting kicked out till a couple years later, but still. Yeah, I used to be out here every day. Show. Nothing to do, no social media, no video games, just the bros, bikes, basketball, shit like that. Man, I wish somebody would come over here. There's nobody over here, nothing to do, man, but to get in trouble over here. You know what I mean? Wish somebody would give me $100. Be like, man, what you doing? Playing basketball? Go break bread with your homie.
Like, ay, sorry, no pretendo, friendo. Super Mario, I'm going back to Nintendo. Was gone for a while now, feeling my checks low. I'm wildin' out now, till my maximum check low. Hit the boosters on my cart now, I'm watching my jets go. Put the ice on my charm, you'll be watching my neck glow. You ain't gotta look hard, just know that it's Lil Joe. Got a lot of brothers gone, still here cause I live for.
Alright, coming up on location right here at this mansion. My cousin was actually murdered right here in front of this mansion. Long live Hoop Life, long live my cousin Steve. We out here thugging.
This red mansion here.
Yes, sir. Right in front of us.
How it happened, if you don't mind telling us?
Pussy niggas set him up. They got slammed though. They was hating on him. He had beef with one of the dudes since kids and stuff like that. And the thing that be pissing me off is that they still promote this as a tourist attraction.
Say it's haunted, right?
I ain't never even known too much about this place until it happened. Right there. And then, you know, Cuddy's right down the street.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Cuddy. I'm a thug, so I do whatever the fuck I want to do. So we gonna post up on this corner, that's what the fuck we gonna do with a camera.
Bro.
Joliet, 815. Let's get it. Many times I get kicked out the crib, I used to be mad. Had nowhere to go. Just walking around the city. I'm a kid, like. Good thing, you know what I mean? A lot of the guys looked out, you know what I mean? A lot of people used to look out. Cuddy used to look out. When I go over to the store and stuff like that, he'll look out. Yeah, a lot of people can't move like this, though. A lot of people can't move like this. I feel like a lot of the reason why.
How you doing? It's my auntie, I think.
Probably. But a lot of the reason why I feel like I can move the way I'm moving anyways, because I never really got wrapped up in the gang shit. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I was a kid. My cousin was still alive, you know what I mean? He was in it, thugging and shit like that. Probably would have came up under him, but a lot of shit happened. A lot of shit transpired, and you can hear that in my music. Like everything I'm talking about so far that's been recorded. You know what I mean? When you play the songs back with the video for this, you know what I mean? It's gonna match up. You hear me?
Facts.
I was just saying, like, when you play this shit back and you got my music with this, you know what I mean, Been on Fire, Another Day, and since then, it's all gonna make sense. It's all gonna make sense. You can check me out everywhere. All social media platforms, Hooded Mask Man, HOODED MASKED, man, MAN, everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, wherever, Twitter, everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, Napster, find us everywhere. Latest singles, Been on Fire, Another Day, by yours truly, OxNxExZ, hold on, OxNxExZ, with the X's, so it's OxNxExZ. Check me out. It's one of my favorite views. Come check me out, it's one of my favorite views over there. You can see all the bridges going down that way. Another one over there. It's Ruby Street. Been here my whole life. Love my city. Joliet, we out here. I'm repping. I'm holding it down. The fuck you talking about? Hooded Mask Man, OxNxExZ, Joliet, OxNxExZ with the X's, OxNxExZ. Check me out. Google me. HoodedMaskMan.com, Hooded Mask Man on all social media platforms. We out here, let's get it.
Y'all not ready, I been on fire. No Denzel, that man on fire. On needs a report from the 815. Whole city down bad, I'ma put it back right. Joliet reppin', been here my whole life. Don't matter your side, I consider you mine. Even JPD, but don't ride with that side. Been knowing that though, like me up my whole life.